I'm going to do a poem about space, because that's what's on my t-shirt. A 6-year-old boy with 2 fingers up his nose knows more about space than I do. Stood across his stabilizer push bike like it's the Harley Davidson he used to ride across the Milky Way. He's full of facts that make my head explode. You see, I tend to spend a lot of time just looking up. In total wonderment, puzzled by my own magnificent insignificance to the excellence of the universe. I am not a necessary element. In fact, I barely make a dent. But I'll wander to the ends of this levitating, unbreakable gobstopper in the mouth of something far greater, and when the Earth's exploded us to particles, spun off its axis like a spinning top, I know the friends who will join me in the electric race through the mains, fast track to the heart, molecules dissolved into my bloodstream, tiny iron filings. Someone once told me that everyone you love who's passed away someday becomes the face in the moon's craters. For years, I'd lay awake at sleepovers, tell my friends, you know, that man in the moon was my dad. And I'd lose a lot of sleep that way. These days, I sit on sunken sofas with friends in drunken stupors who say the universe is so fucking empty, a sentence that perplexed me. Still they vent, shout their mouths off at the solar system, nothing matters, they're pissed off at the planets. Stick up 2 fingers to the sun, they're jealous of the stars, 'cause even though they die off fast, they still get to burn fiercely me. Well, I've got plenty of friends I'd waste wishes on. I'm scared they'll burn out just as quickly, and yeah, some days my insignificance makes me sickly, but there's a greatness in being small and humanly. You know, Jupiter has 4 moons that all look like speckled mini eggs. And who else can make that analogy but we, the human beings? So you'll find me forever hunting in the garden, on my knees like a child at Easter, just trying to make sense of this existence, but no one howls to the moon these days, do we? These days it's all phone calls and mic stands and Siri, and I'm seriously considering the myriads of blinking luminaries that make light of bigger things. They don't care how bright the days get. They know the night is always dark, and still they never douse, not even for a moment. I know so little of this universe. And still I play my part as ignorant human, taking nothing but small steps. Downplaying my greatest achievements as a leap forward in a race I sometimes don't even believe in. I don't remember agreeing to take part, complain of false starts and fixes that put me off my game, making bets on my behalf. I tell this kid, if I amount to even half a star, I'll be satisfied. And he looks confused, unable to challenge me through facts about Mars and spatial physicality. He doesn't think of human practicality, alright? He doesn't need to. I tell him not to lose his spirit, and he says he must get home for dinner. And then he rides into a sunset that he wholly understands. When I was his age, we'd sing, he's got the whole world in his hands, he's got the whole wide world in his hands. I seem to spend a lot of time looking up. Remind me next time. I need to show you something. Cheers.
Hey.